Hello, everybody. We are One Row Short, a podcast about three sisters who knit and get into trouble. I am Jean.
I'm Kathy.
I'm Val.
Hooray! We've made it. And in our conversation about the mystery knit along, we have all made it across the finish line. So,
The
woo!
first time
Beautiful.
ever before the holidays, right?
All of us, right?
I'm
Yeah,
so proud of
absolutely.
everybody. Good job. Yay, good job. Kathy, super proud of you. Well done.
Thank you.
So let's see what you can show of your gorgeous shawl, Kathy.
Yeah, so I'm almost done. I haven't sewn in all the ends. You'll see ends everywhere, but I
I bet
figured,
people are going to love that.
and I'll get to them.
People are going to understand that.
Yeah.
Well, yes. So I work on them as time allows, but I really want to start on my next project. So
Oh, Kathy, that's
um,
so pretty.
and so I haven't blocked it yet, of course, since the ends. Um, I haven't sewn in the ends, so it's kind of hard to see the whole thing at once, right? Because it's like Val said, like 8 feet.
I love that you finished it with the white,
You
which
like that? Yeah.
which
Yeah.
mirrors your welts and the what's it, the eyelet stitches?
It's a nice contrast. It's like a lovely outline. It's perfect.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was going to change it to the dark, and but this is what Stephen called for. So this is so it ties in, and I ended up going with it because it does. It ties in with the welts. Um, so it's not what I would have chosen. Or I always go dark, but and as you can see, I only did the one band because I wanted to be done, and it's plenty big enough. I do think it's glorious with all three, like you two did, but I'm happy to be done.
Yay.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
and I'm really
And it's
happy with how my
beautiful.
colors came out.
Yeah, it's
Really
really
happy
pretty.
with it. Yeah. So,
And it is different. I know you have a tendency toward the blues, but it is
yes,
different than other the effect of it is different than other shawls you've done. So
exactly. So it is, so that's at least good. I mean, it's really amazing. I can't wait to block it and wear it out and figure out how best to wrap it. But there, you get the idea.
it looks
However
great.
you wrap it, it's going to be lovely.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah. So, as we all said, especially when Clue 3 dropped, was a little bit like, I don't know, but it's stunning. It's glorious. Yay, Stephen. Should never doubt Stephen.
In Stephen we trust, so they
In
say.
Stephen we trust.
That's what it should say on the bag next year.
Right? All right, Stephen, that's a new
As a reminder to us all as we're knitting.
Calm
just
down.
trust. Calm down. Right?
What
We
is
don't
it?
need so much
Keep
stress.
on knitting, kitten.
Right? Keep
Speaking of
calm, carry on.
Yeah.
speaking
All
of
those
Stephen
things.
knits, Val, what are you wearing?
Mm. I think this was an earlier MKAL, and I don't remember. So this is the Chrysler. I made this several years ago, actually for my daughter, and then I might have stolen it back, but don't judge me. Um, but yeah, this I should have looked up the yarn before we jumped on here, but it was a little chaotic and Christmas trees were trying to fall over, so I didn't. But yeah, I absolutely love this shawl. This was a joy to knit also. So if you're, wondering, it's just
Mm,
lovely. I love the geometry of it. So
It's very pretty. It's glorious.
thank you.
yeah, it is beautiful. Four skeins, right? Two skeins of each color, fingering
Yeah,
weight.
I had a lot left over. Whoops. Sorry.
The trials of putting on a shawl.
Bloopers. Yeah, whatever. It's fine.
Oh, very cool.
How about you,
So
Jean?
Yes, what are
what I'm
you wearing?
wearing. So first on top, this is my, I believe it is the Joji Locatelli Party on My Needles. I'm scrolling through my Ravelry queue down a bit. Yes, Party on My Needles. And it's made out of homespun house yarns. So it's a smaller size shawl to some of the other shawls we have, but it is my Christmas fun go-to. And finally, as promised, here is the Lento sweater. So this is
Yay.
knit out of a Bumblebee Acres Advent kit. and held double
Beautiful.
with Surrey alpaca. So it is fluffy and light and warm and fun. And so this would be something I would recommend the Lento sweater as a MKAL, not an MKAL, as a yarn advent item to knit, to use up all those advent skeins that some of us keep
Yeah,
buying.
it's a great sweater, and I love that you have a holiday pin on as well. Is that a Christmas
I
tree?
saw
Yeah,
that.
this is one of Mom's that she
Yeah,
Oh,
gave
I love
me.
it.
nice. Love
Yeah.
it.
So, and then I was going to wear the Jingle Bell earrings, but I thought that could get a little much.
Jingly.
So I did not. But yeah, uh, what are you guys working on, or if has anyone finished anything recently that they might want to talk about?
I haven't
Oh, is that
finished
me?
anything. Val, did you finish something?
So I finished my agave, sort of. So the knitting
Wow.
part is done. I am currently blocking, I did the flutter sleeves. You can find the pattern on Ravelry, and I think she has it a couple of other places as well, but um, it's lovely. And I'm sorry, I couldn't take it off the blocks to show you guys, but
Next
next
time.
time I will wear it. It is really, really pretty. Um, I, if anybody is looking to make it, I went down a needle size and I like the fabric a lot better than the test that or the little swatch that I did with the larger needles. But I think I would have added some rows at the top just to add a little bit to the length for me. But it is very pretty. So as soon as it's off the blocks, I'll stitch up the sides and we'll send some photos. It's really pretty. So now I have to figure out what I'm going to do next between now and the Hiber Knit Along. And mostly what I really should do is just clean up my house.
It is that time of year, right?
It
Where
is.
the question becomes, do I put Christmas on top of everything, or do I have to make room for Christmas? Yeah.
Well, I have to make room for my daughter coming home because I kind of took over her room and spread out a bunch of stuff in there, and it is uninhabitable. So that is what my afternoon today will be. So I have put all of the knitting aside for now. Yay.
Wow.
Oh,
No, it's okay. It's just a
she's worth
day.
it.
It's just a day.
She's
She
worth
is
it.
worth it. She's lovely.
She's amazing.
Oh,
How
that's
about
very.
Eugene? Did you finish anything? Because you were working on a couple of things.
I do have a couple of things. I am almost done. So, but yeah, I'll show you what I'm working. Did I finish anything? No. Almost, but no. So this is the Arne Carlos
Wow.
mystery stocking, and I finished the main part of the stocking. So,
Oh,
Oh, I
cool. Does it have like little
love it.
elves on it? That's
yep,
Elves and
two.
amazing.
candles.
Yes, so this is funny. It's very different from last year's, but to
Yeah.
me it tells a story, right? So, Christmas and hearts. The rose, I think it's called the Selbu rose, I think, which I used to make mittens years ago. These are the acorns, which remind me of Arne's story about Cinderella's Nuts, the show that I still haven't watched, and but I'm queuing up for Christmas. And then the candles, which remind me of the fact that Arne and Carlos, I think they still do, when they light a match, they turn it around and put it back in the matchbox after they blow it
Oh,
out.
yeah, you said
And
that.
there's one time that it blew up on them as they were recording, so that makes me always think of that. Jeff called this Buddy the Elf. The original, the original pattern, he had the jumper in blue instead of in the green, but I thought it looked more Christmassy in the green. And then Jeff said Buddy the Elf, and I'm not sure how I feel about my choices now. And then snowflakes and flowers, hope spring is coming. Anyway, so I need to close the toe. I need to do, it's a like a last minute heel, afterthought heel. So you put the heel in
Mm.
after you put in provisional yarn, and then you do this heel. And then, sorry, Jeff keeps buzzing in. He still hasn't left. He snuck, you may not have heard, he snuck back in and he's
No,
like pawing around looking
I
for
can see his
things.
reflection in the cabinet behind you, and I'm just
Hmm.
standing over here kind of laughing about it. So A funny side note to this particular episode, like it took us 30 minutes to get ourselves straightened out to even click record.
I'm so
Like my
tired.
Christmas tree was falling down. Like it was a mess. It was a mess. And we're tired and whatever. So no, I wasn't going to bring that up. I was going to let you see it when you watch this later. You'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, he apparently came in for a Sharpie. I don't know. He's heading up to San Francisco to some Godzilla event that's up there. He's going to go with a friend, and he'll also be driving through SantaCon, which is up in San Francisco this weekend. And I'm a little sad to be missing that. But back to knitting. So this was last year's stocking from Arne and Carlos. So I've just got the ribbing, the heel, and then closing up the toe and sewing in the ends. But this one I
Beautiful.
That's
really love.
lovely. But I think I like this year's better. Honestly, I love the elves.
Val's an elf girl, though. You've got like the naughty elf thing going on at your house, right? Just saying.
Okay. Elf on the shelf.
That's what I meant.
The elf on the shelf in your house should be like have an ashtray next to him and be chain smoking.
I'll send you photos because we've done some really funny things with the elf that may have involved adult activities and Barbie
Oh boy.
dolls. But
Okay.
hilarious and surprisingly G-rated because I also have children. Um,
Okay.
Rowan shared with me this week that he was like, "Oh, Mama, my favorite part of Christmas has always been the elf," and
Oh,
that just, I know.
well, you're related.
I know he loves the holidays the way I love the holidays. You should have seen the two of us going and getting the tree this morning. We are like zooming all over the place, but sorry. Knitting. Let's
I,
circle back.
I have a little more. So I have my knits socks, but I'm not very far along with them, but they're just lovely. And this is
Oh,
easy
pretty.
knitting. This is like whoosh, 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 whoosh. So I've been focusing on trying to get the stocking complete so I can go back to working on these. So yeah, that has been just once I'm done the stocking, this is just going to be pleasant, calm, lovely knitting. And the pattern I'm using is a different one than I've used before. It is, and I had prepared all this ahead of time, but Cold Brew. Cold Brew Socks is the name of the pattern by Allison Stuefer. I think that's how you say her name. Anyway, Cold Brew Socks. So once I finish that, then I get to choose if I want to try and finish something else or work on something else or cast on something else before the Hiber Knit Along. We'll see. Maxime is trying to insert herself into a closed box on the chair next to me.
Well, that's her job.
Hopper is locked out. Hopper was trying to nest in the Christmas tree. So
Mm,
chaos in the house. Yeah.
I get it.
So I see that both of you have your Christmas trees set up and in screen. That's lovely. Oh,
Yes,
Kathy.
yes. So, and also on my screen, I have what I'm working on. I haven't finished anything, but I had mentioned last time, this is not what I knit, this reindeer sweater. This is the original reindeer sweater of my friend who lent it to me so I could come up so I can knit one myself. So I did, because I have the broken ankle and couldn't drive to stores, I ordered yarn online. And what I ended up picking is, and I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce these things, by Ice Tex, the Alpha yarn. So it's a Lopi yarn. Um, and I got pretty close to the colorway.
Oh, oh
The
my God.
this is a little bit dark, but the lighter color was too white. So not perfect, but pretty close. The gold is really, really close. And so I had actually gotten up to the head and I had to pull back. So I made a mistake, which I was really annoyed
Oh
about.
no.
But it's all right. It's all a learning process. So the difference is a Lopi yarn is bulky, it's very thick. So this is going to be more like a jacket you wear outside level jacket, cozy, warm. The original sweater is out of acrylic, so I think that my next one might be more of a medium weight, which my Jacob wool would be perfect for. Somewhere would be somewhere in between. So anyways, I'm really excited. It's been a bit of a challenge to figure out the pattern. The snowflakey type things are sewn on afterwards. So, my goal was to have the back done for you guys, but
I'm
Okay.
I
so
had to frog.
impressed right now. Are you kidding me?
I had to
So
I,
frog.
you're just doing this like you go to the sweater and you're like, I'm gonna knit
Yes.
12 rows of rib and here's how the foot go.
Yeah, well, it's
Kathy,
been a lot of work. So it's been a lot of work because, first trying to figure out what yarn, especially when I can't just take the sweater into the store. And I knew I wanted to do wool and not acrylic. So then once I picked this out and ordered it, and I realized it was kind of thicker, I was a little worried. But I looked at what the gauge is on this sweater, and then I knit this to gauge. So I did a test swatch, and I'm using borrowed mom's straight needles because I felt like this isn't a circular sweater. This is a straight needle sweater. Yes, you could knit it on circular needles, but I was really going for the nostalgia piece, I guess. And so once I figured out the what size needles, so I'm using size 7 for the main, and then I started knitting the ribbon with the size 7, duh, because I forgot because it's been so long. The ribbing you have to go down. So the ribbing I'm using a size 5 straight needle on that. And then I charted out the reindeer, and he gets up to about, the head, and then I'm going to have to start shaping the armholes at the
mm,
same time. So yeah, so I'm deconstructing the sweater, which is why I haven't given it back to Lynn. I may have to like put this on pause so she can wear it for the holidays. I'm really happy with it. I'm really enjoying this project, and I'm thinking about how I want to. I'm already thinking of modifications to it that I want to make, and trying it with different yarns. And I'm really enjoying this.
that is cool. So are you charting this out like so you could send it to somebody like me who does
Yeah,
not have the patience to chart something out and I could knit one?
yeah.
And
So what I'm doing is, well, let me grab. I didn't grab the chart. Hold on. That was a process. I wasted a lot of time looking for online tools and then just said, you know what? Graph paper is going to be so much easier. And I don't know if it's my age
oh,
or just whatever. So I charted out the
oh
reindeer,
cool.
right? So, and then I'm making notes. So then I have notes like cast on, and this isn't right. I'm just doing it from memory. Cast on 71 stitches using the long tail cast on. Then do a rib, knit one per one, for 3 inches. Switch to your larger needle, switch to the main colors or whatever, and follow the chart. So there's different ways people do charts, I think. So the way this chart works is you knit this way, purl this way, knit this way, purl this
Mm,
way. So ideally, what I would do is ideally each row that's a knit row would be one color and the purl rows would be a different color just to signal,
like a
which way you're
shaded thing,
following the
like
chart.
white
Yeah.
and light gray or
So it'd be
something like that.
striped or something. And I know I have a holder, a nice holder. I just don't know where it is. So basically, I've just been using a ruler to follow and then marking as I go.
That is so cool.
very
I'm
cool.
really impressed.
Thank you. I'm really enjoying it. The irony is the sweater that I'm making will fit Lynn. So I'll need to make a different one that fits me because Lynn is very, very petite. But I felt like it was too much for me to not only deconstruct the sweater, but then try to scale it to size. So I was like, let me see if I can accomplish this. And then my next task is knitting one in a different colorway for me, and maybe even a different graphic or no graphic that will fit me.
That's very cool. So is the yarn you're using plied or is it that, pull apart, unplied?
It is plied. It is twisted.
Okay.
I don't know. So it's
Okay, so it's
not
not
pull
like the
apart.
Letta Lopi that we
It's
used,
not
which
Letta
was
Lopi.
okay.
So Lopi is definitely it's like if you lightly twisted the letalopi.
Okay.
So
So it
it's
doesn't
not
come apart.
plied.
It doesn't come apart as
I'm a
easy.
little bit afraid to yank on it and find out that it does when let me pull an end. It does pull apart,
Okay. But
but it
not
isn't,
quite as easily as the,
no, it isn't. So I think the letalopi was just roving, straight
yeah.
roving,
Yeah.
whereas this has a slight twist to it.
Okay.
So, I
Oh, it's
mean,
going to be so lovely and
if
warm
that
and
makes sense,
soft.
just the slightest twist. So I'm really excited about it, and I'm glad you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
gave me such a lovely reaction.
Yeah. When you block it, it's just going to
Oh,
be,
it should bloom when I block it. And again,
yeah.
I prefer the lighter color in the background than the brown, so I'm a little disappointed with that, but I'll work on that.
It's
I
going
really
to be
wanted to
so
get
lovely.
started and I didn't
It's
want to wait.
glorious.
Yeah, so it just makes me very excited. I'm looking at yarns differently. So I did go to a yarn store in Maine. Do you want me to spoil your
Yes.
gifts? All right, so we were talking about the needle holders, and some lovely person that listens to our podcast said, "Hey, the yarn seller in Maine, so that's the name of the store, the yarn seller, and I'm trying to see where they are.
York.
York. I was gonna say it's near Kittery. Right up from if you're shopping Kittery outlets in Maine, you just drive a little north and they're right there. And I went, it was about an hour drive from here. The ladies there, I went on a Saturday and I was happy to see like several people in the store. And I have to say, I can't remember the last time I was actually able to be in a yarn store, and it was fabulous. And wonderful yarn store. The people were so friendly. But they had put in their comment section that they actually had two of these left in the store. And so
They did
what they
that?
are is, so I went and bought them. Yeah, they left a comment and I said, I'm on. So I called them up. I said, can I, pay for them online and I'll come get them on Saturday? And they're like, sure. So these are the end caps. And I mean, I don't know. It's wood turning by Cynthia. So I don't know. I'm guessing it's the same artist.
I think so.
So
Thank you to whoever left that comment. That is so
yeah.
cool. I did not know that that's how this happened.
Oh, you didn't see the comment. Yeah. So someone made the comment and I said, okay,
I have been
I
flat
need
out.
to. You
Sorry.
have to. Plus,
Kathy was
you go to
quicker
the
than
yarn store.
me.
Yeah, well, then I texted Jean. I was like, Jean, have you already bought these? Because I see a road
I
trip
would
in my
have.
future. So it was so much fun to go. I just wish you guys were there. But it's so nice because now that I'm thinking of sweater design and knitwear design, I mean, just like when you sew with fabric, I'm looking at the different types and it's like, oh, how would this knit up differently? And if you have a swatch of the letalopi versus the lopi versus a merino, how does that all look different? And how does it drape? And how does it, bloom when you wash it? It's just, I was very lucky not to leave the store with a lot of yarn just because I want to play.
I
Excuse
can't
me.
wait to see you do this with your sheep's wool. I think.
Yeah.
I am super excited. I am really hoping. Um, so I have washed up some fleece that now needs to be combed and spun. Of course, broken ankle. I won't be spinning anything for at least a couple of months. But my hope is by next year I could make a version of this in my own sheep sweater and just compare and see what it's like. My sheep's wool is much softer than the Lopi.
Really?
Much softer than the Lopi. Yeah,
I'm excited.
absolutely. Yeah. So not soft to the level of merino, but I was really surprised because the Lopi is kind of scratchy, which is why I'm like, that's an outdoor sweater. That's not an indoor. It's not next to the skin. And when I pull out mine, I'm like, oh, this is much softer. So it's also by breed, I'm learning the different characteristics of the wool that you get in before you even get into the urine process. Anyways,
I'm thinking we should next year have a design off where we choose like an amount, like 2 skeins or 3 skeins, and each of us go off and design and knit up a shawl, and we come in and do progress check-ins on that. Val, what's the face? You totally can do this. This is totally in your
Yeah,
wheelhouse.
I mean, you've
Can't
designed your
can't wait.
tattoos. You can design, wait, just put those on a scarf. Yeah.
That's a great idea, actually. I'll just do that.
And we don't need to do a schlanket, a Stephen West schlanket. We could do something a little bit more maybe achievable. But
Something to think about.
yeah, I have some thoughts. I have
Ah,
some thoughts about that.
nice. Write them
Yeah.
down.
Hmm. Well, that's really cool, Kathy. What an adventure that you've gone off on here.
Yes. Yeah,
It's,
it's a lot of fun. I just wish I had more time for it, but it's a lot of fun.
it's really interesting to me, Kathy, because, we've been talking about your sheep's wool, and you keep saying how much coarser it is than merino.
Right.
But I mean, it doesn't sound like it's that much coarser. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting once I can spin it up and compare it. It's the fiber itself is much thicker, which is part of it. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
cool.
medium wool, which my sheep is, gets a bad rap for being not as nice as merino when maybe not, but your socks are going to last a lot longer. I mean, you're not going to put the hole in the sock the way the merino socks do. And I think there's a lot of benefits to it.
So there was some movie about wine, and I'm blanking on the name of it, but it was all like Merlot was like these wine connoisseurs were completely irritated with Merlot, right? Val, you know the movie I'm talking
I
about.
do. It was
Oh,
so
I
good.
don't.
It was so good. I'll find it, and I'll post a comment. It's really funny.
It is. So basically, these guys up in probably Napa are drinking wine, and somebody comes in and orders Merlot. And it's basically the wine that people who don't know anything about wine order. It's a perfectly good wine,
Yes.
but this movie ruined Merlot because it was like,
100%.
oh, I'm not going to order Merlot because only people who don't know what they're ordering order Merlot. It's a perfectly fine wine. And I'm wondering if at some point we'll see like Merino is the equivalent of Merlot, right? It's just
No.
easy, it's
No.
approachable. No.
Nope. Nope. Merino is the Cabernet Sauvignon. And you are not going to ruin that no matter what you do.
But
Nope.
the cab does not go with everything and
No,
isn't
it does not.
right. And so that's why I think that the sheep industry in Australia and New Zealand, where merino is mostly done, it is the finest, softest out there. And it is wonderful against your skin. But they've done such a good marketing job that, we look at sock yarns. Why are we using sock yarns with nylon? Why aren't we using medium breed wool instead of nylon or a denser, so we've
Well,
got
there's
so far
other
like merino
fibers
is the
too.
only thing, right? But the
Yeah.
merino is the only thing that we've lost that actually there's a reason why there's all these different types of wool out there. And merino doesn't work best for certain things. And we need to do a better job, those of us in the industry that have the more old style breeds, whether it's Lopi or a medium wool like a Jacob, and how well that works. And that no, it's not awful, scratchy, nasty stuff. It's beautiful, soft, and so amazing to hand spin. So I just think
I
that's what I
agree
think.
100%. And I was just looking around because I've been doing some cleaning out and stuff, and I found some um and there's other fibers that people aren't even talking about, right? So I found a project that I started made out of banana silk.
I don't know what that
Incredible.
is.
Does
Yeah,
that
I'll
knit up like a linen?
no, it's well, yes and no. So whatever I have is kind of knobby and
Ah,
right. So that that's a different discussion. We'll pull that out and have a different discussion about what happened with that. But um down in New Zealand, they have an invasive opossum species. And so they take the hair from that and they spin that up. And I took the blanket away, but I have a blanket that's made out of this possum fur that is like silk. I've got
Wow.
gloves. Like it's absolutely glorious. So I think it's really interesting, Kathy, that you're bringing it up. We should have more conversations about other potential fibers. Like there are dogs and cats, and of course, Angora. That with those long fibers, you can have some really incredible yarn and some beautiful projects.
Yeah.
Well, so maybe merino is like merlot in that it's the introduction, the easy introduction into the world, the broader world, and then once you get familiar with it, you want to start branching out.
I
So,
can't wait to see the comments about
so
us calling
this,
merino Merlot.
this is my other shawl I wear at Christmas time, and it's
Mm,
Halimede, patterned by Ysolda Teague, and
yep.
it is a woolly wool, and it's just warm and kind of springy. It has a springiness to it that
Yeah.
the merino socks don't have, and in a way,
Mm.
it is softer. It's not
It's
merino soft,
different.
but
It's different
yeah,
soft,
it
right?
is. It's pleasant. It
Yeah.
is definitely more of a woolly wool, but it's pleasant. And we'll talk about this a little too with the HKAL when we're get to that conversation.
Okay.
But anyway, um, yeah, sometimes you just want something with a little bounce and a little less drape. Yeah.
Yes, and that would be true. That Jacob, the medium wool, I would say has more bounce and less drape. I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, this wool is from Ysolda. It was from one of the yarn shawl clubs. Laomedia. Laomedeia. I don't know. She had it spun up. Oh, it's Polwarth. It's 85% Polwarth, 15% Merino Darl.
Okay,
So
I feel ignorant. What is Polworth?
it's
It's a type of
another type
sheep.
of sheep.
Okay.
I've never, that's the only thing I've never seen Polwarth anywhere. I've never knit with it for anything else, but it was lovely to do. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, so what do we want to talk about next, ladies? We could talk about MKAL. We could talk about Vlogmas. Are you guys
I don't do Vlogmas. I think you're the only one, Jean.
all
Sorry.
right? So I'll just quickly then spit out some of my favorites for those of you who are listening who also like to watch Vlogmases. Stitched by Mrs. D, and there is the infamous Christmas Panda. And Val, I sorry, I
Do we
couldn't get
need
your
to, what's that?
Can we show Val's gift?
Yes. Yes. So I got a lovely gift in the mail. Sorry, rearranging things. And it was funny because Jean shot me a text. She was like, "Hey, something's going to get delivered for you today. You need to open it before Christmas." I was like, "Okay." She, so the package got delivered. I sent her a text back and was like, "Hey, do you want to jump on a call and we can have do um, a call and you can watch me open?" She said, "Absolutely." She said, "And by the way, like if you don't like it, you can send it back." I don't know like why you would even say that. So
to throw you off the scent.
Oh, the
that's what I
panda.
got. It's a panda bag from Mrs. D. I love it so much. You have
Oh,
no
I
idea.
just want
Look,
to get cozy with it. Oh, the red inside.
yes, so thread inside. So this is the my Hiber Knit Along yarn already inside waiting. He's so lovely. I love him. I
It
was
was
just
the
That's
pulling out the
fastest
awesome.
card.
I've ever bought anything. I saw it. She posted she had some bags for sale. I looked, I saw the panda. I'm like, buy.
Buy now
Yeah.
before it sells out. Buy now.
Yeah, I was traveling. I would never have been able to jump on that. But what did she
I'm so
say? So
glad.
this is, thank you so much for adopting Christmas Caleb. His favorite food is pumpkin. But also it will stain his fur orange, so we are
Right.
likely not giving him puppy. But Christmas Caleb, are you kidding me?
That's
I love
adorable.
him. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
she's
phenomenal.
really sweet. She's really sweet, and I really enjoy her Vlogmas. She has an entire Christmas room. I think her whole house is Christmas house, really. But she takes like everything off the walls, everything off the shelves, and redecorates it every year for Christmas. So it's
Wow.
always fun to see her stuff. And she's just a sweetheart. Plus, cute bears, cute bags. We like her. Arne Carlos. Will they light matches and matchbooks on fire this year? Who knows? So they're really enjoyable to watch, and you learn about other cultures. The Grocery Girls, not really vlogmas. They do every other week, I think, podcasts. They inspired me to buy some new pajamas. My pajamas are like 15 years old, but they did their last live both wearing pajamas, which I
Oh,
just really liked and enjoyed. Martin from Knit 365, he gets the Toft wool advent and does crochet. It's always some kind of crochet thing. So that's fun to see. And he was also the inspiration for the Christmas cake. And there's someone, I think it's called Counting Sheep. They're in Vermont and they have a teeny little following, but they're doing it's about 5 minutes a day of sheep in Vermont and snow and dog walking and that kind of stuff and opening her advents. So counting sheep is a lot of fun, and I'll put links. I'll put links in, but
I was going to ask.
it's
Thank you.
funny.
Please put the links.
I watch these, and Jeff actually knows them as well as I do. So he knows the different films. Oh, I forgot. I forgot one. I'll put it in. It's Allie from Little Wonderful Life, I think it is. So he knows all the characters. He knows all the people. He'll be over here playing video games while I'm watching this, and he'll yell things over to me. So it's kind of hysterical. Yeah. Anyway, highly recommend these folks. Okay. We know, Kathy, what you're working on. You're not working on the stocking. You kind of put that aside to focus on this.
Yeah, because I have such limited time now to knit. I get a few hours on the weekend, so I can only focus on one project.
Okay. And Val, are the decks clear for you, or are you picking up anything before HKAL season?
We'll see.
Oh, secret
Oh,
squirrel.
mystery.
So I I I feel like I have too much on my plate right now to pick up anything new. I have other things I need to focus on. My daughter is coming home for a couple of weeks, and I basically just want to hang out with her.
Yeah.
And so we have a bunch of stuff planned, and the last little bit of travel this year. I'm tired. So there's the project that I was working on before the MKAL started. I might try to go back to that, but I might just take a break.
Good for you.
Yeah. And then I'll be excited and ready to go for the hybrid knit along. Which I looked at the pattern today. I had looked at like the pictures of what it comes up, but I looked at the pattern today. Have you guys looked at the pattern yet?
It's
No.
18 pages
It
long.
is 18 pages
Oh,
long.
wow.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That's as much as I looked at. I said,
Yeah.
I printed it too. Yeah.
Are we
I am out of ink.
are we
I
getting
tried.
together on the 26th
Yeah, we
on
should.
I
lunch
think we
day?
should.
Okay.
Should we figure out how to do a live?
We could
We
totally
could.
do a live. Yeah.
We could do a live.
I
Something to
think that would be
consider.
fun.
We're smart.
I will be in pajamas.
I'll
We
be
could do
in new pajamas.
pajamas.
I
Now
may
I have to
also be
get
in new pajamas,
pajamas.
but
Hmm.
you don't. Put on whatever, a t-shirt and some sweatpants. Also pajamas.
So is it time for confessions?
Yes, I've been waiting
Yes!
for this.
I did a thing.
Yeah, you did.
Yay!
I have all my yarn, all my scrap yarns all lined up to do this shawl, and I don't know what, I gotta stay off the website. I went to
Mm.
Stephen and
Yes.
Penelope and I looked, and the kit that I had been most interested in, I think it was lupine something, had sold out. So I thought I was safe, except no, they put another kit, purple kit up. So yeah. So with this kit, you get a cookie recipe and a cookie cutter.
So cute.
You get a patch.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that nice?
And I'm just
You
clarifying,
get,
this is the Hiber Knit Along
this is the
Stephen
Hiber Knit
West.
Along kit.
Yeah.
Yep. You get some stickers.
I love the stickers.
You get stitch markers. There were two kits, two sets, and this one is the mitten, acorn,
Oh,
and leaf. The other one has a fox in it, Val. So stay off of
Very
Stephen's
cool.
downfall.
No, I have my stuff. No. Do
And
you
then
know
it's going
what
to
a
be a
real
little
tree
hard to
costs?
see. It's a little hard to
Oh,
see,
it's
but it's eight
so pretty.
shades
Oh,
of
wow.
colors.
So
And the
are
one
the
that did
Wow.
me
bicycle?
in, I don't
It's
know if you
so
can
pretty.
see,
Look at that. Oh, yeah. Jean.
did me
That's
in, but they're all
Are they
gorgeous.
hand
mermaidy.
dyed?
Hmm?
Are they hand dyed? I'm sorry.
Ah, I don't know. This is bicycle. This is
Oh,
not
so
the
it's not
Helix
hand
kit.
dyed. No, so it's not hand
And
dyed, but it just was had a bit of that quality in the video.
It has a
and
unicorn quality.
Yeah, it does.
it definitely does. It is 100% South American merino wool. So it's the merino without the nylon. So it is a little plusher and a little fluffier, but also really, really soft. Definitely has a dye lot. So I don't know, but I don't think it's hand dyed. I think just the helix is hand dyed, I think. But
Hmm.
I can't say for sure. But it's 50-gram balls as the pattern calls for, and I
I'm so
tried to cancel
happy.
my order and it didn't work out and they sent it anyway, and I'm not sorry.
I'm glad they sent it. It's going to be glorious, Jean. Yeah,
It,
Yeah.
it's going to be so pretty.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to see it. You
I'm
guys,
I'm
going to
really
be
looking forward
beautiful.
to that. Yeah.
Are
Um,
you doing the Hiber Knit Along, Kathy? You're not, right?
No,
Okay.
no. There's a lot of pull to do it because you guys are both doing it, but you can see how far I've gotten on my
No,
sweater.
keep
And
going on the
this
sweater.
is my project. This is my project. So I'll keep
It's
doing this and
really cool.
hopefully I'll at least have the back done by the time we get together in a few weeks.
but you can still cheer us on as we're doing it, and we'll cheer
Oh,
you on your sweater while you're working on it, and
absolutely.
it'll
Absolutely.
be good. You can referee.
Yeah, I can. Yeah. Who's in the lead?
Yeah, probably.
Why are we
Probably.
even
Probably.
talking about that? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I haven't spun up my yarn yet. The temptation would be to spin it up and start on it
I was gonna
now.
say, but are you going to wait till the 26th to start?
I am because I have some. I want
Val's
to
got her
get the
yarn.
socks in good. Yeah, Val could.
Oh,
Um.
she's already got it spun up. Is that what she's trying to tell
Oh
us?
yes. Um.
Wasn't going to bring it up, but
Yeah.
if I really, maybe.
I have my
Sorry.
Nana the Duck that I'd like to finish.
Yeah,
If I manage to get ahead, finish the stocking, get ahead on the socks, I might work on Nana the Duck to get her done before we kick off on this. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
cool.
But who knows? Oh,
Right?
one other thing. I will put some links. Oh my God, it fell over. I'll put some links in as well. I've been looking at collections of patterns to knit with Advent calendars.
Yes.
I'm
And
so glad you brought this up. I thought about it when you were talking about your sweater earlier, and then I forgot. But this is super cool.
yes, so there's a number of them. I will put links below. One of our listeners, viewers, I think her name is Joanne with some numbers, mentioned Ambra O'Brien. And if you go and look at Ambra O'Brien's patterns on Ravelry, you'll notice a bunch of them are Advent focused. A named Whitney, knitted by Whitney, put out 25 size inclusive Advent patterns. And she's done this a bunch of years, so you can go back and look at previous years as well. And then the Advent that I've got this year, which is back there from Storyteller Stitchery, Storyteller Yarn, she has a pattern as well, an Advent countdown grouping in Ravelry. So you can go and look at those and save those for future years. But when I was doing my looking at all of this, I came across this sweater, which is the Confectionery Cardigan by Margaret for Heidi and Lana. And it's just a really cool cardigan using advents and then two skeins of a solid colorway. And I went looking at people who actually knit this, and somebody has knit that sweater out of I think it's 2021. Yep, 2021 Sound of Music Advent by Skein Cocaine. So I've got that two Woolen Vine yarns out of my stash, and
Nice.
I have an
That's
Advent sweater.
cool.
So I'm kind of tempted. I really shouldn't. I think 18 pages of Hiber Knit Along shawl. We're going to need some focus there, but then I think this might be what I cast on next because that just looks like cozy loveliness.
Yes.
It really does. And also, like I finished my Hiber Knit Along basically in July and August. So I knit on it for a while, and then I have some other things that I need to do, and then I come back to it. That's to me, that's the joy of the Hiber Knit Along. It's not
Having to have it done.
I don't feel pressured to do that, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course,
You
if
want,
Jean is right on my heels, all bets are off.
There is competition.
do you
Oh
want to do you
yeah.
want to see the yarn? I mean, it's
Yes.
2021, but it
Oh,
is
oh wow.
How
How is it
pretty.
all held together like that? Is that how it came?
no.
Oh, you
So
strung it.
I strung it up on a needle with a circular needle with an end stopper
Oh,
Oh, to
so
keep
cool.
it
that
in order?
so it keeps it in order.
Oh, that's
Yep.
smart.
So it's a mixture of solids and variegateds and supposed to be representative. They're all named from
Yeah.
characters or scenes in the Sound of Music. Anyway, I know what the
It's
end product
cool.
looks like. It was like a no-brainer. I'm like, I like this
Right.
sweater. Oh, look, you've
Oh,
knitted
look,
in what I
somebody
had.
did it.
That's
Thank
convenient. Thank
you.
you. Yeah, anyway. Now I think I'm done.
Exciting. Exciting
That's very
stuff.
exciting. It's very
Yeah.
cool.
All right.
Uh,
Well, any last words or notes or words of
Nope.
wisdom?
The weather outside is starting to go sideways. I got to go take my umbrella down. So that's where I'm at.
I thought you were going to say the weather outside is frightful.
I was going to, but I don't know, too cliche.
Well, you all are so delightful. If you've made it this far, thanks for listening.
Thank
And
you.
we hope your Advent, if you celebrate the Advent season or whatever wintry fun you're getting up to, is going well.
Hanukkah, all of the other things. People need to do like a Hanukkah, and maybe they do. Does somebody do like not just an Advent yarn thing? Do they do a Hanukkah yarn thing?
That's
Because
your
that would be
assignment
pretty
for
cool.
next time, Val.
Okay, I'll work on that.
All right. Well, until next time, happy knitting, everybody. Take care, stay well, and enjoy the season.
And stay warm
Bye.
if you're up north.
Yeah.
Bye. Love you,
Bye.
ladies.